Ooh, we so in. Ooh, we so. Ooh. Welcome everybody to Story Time. Story Time.
Story Time.
Ooh.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you for your patience. Much needed. You know, our internet is really
Yeah.
tripping. All right. As if I was a DJ in another point in time. Anywho, so you know, it took us a while to get on here, but if you don't know who I am, I'm Bonnie G, in the place to be.
Hey.
And like I always say, wherever the Ruach is, I honestly, humbly just want to be present. Okay. And this one right here, so my daddy called her Dr. Noah Wood, but y'all already know Storytime family. What we like to call her is Auntie Shelly on the beat. Come on. Bump. That's right. Y'all already know that we don't do it for ourselves. It is the bump for us. We do it for the community. Listen, I try to fire that thing up every time. Okay? Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. It is the bump. Boy, if that didn't hit me a second time just as good as it hit me the first time. Listen, let me yield, okay? Let me yield.
You are crazy.
That's some good bump. Thank y'all being community minded, okay? Shalom family, shalom. Auntie Melly Mel, I'm so proud of you, girl. I can't wait to see your thoughts into this chat, okay?
Oh yeah, she in there now.
She in here. You in here. So listen, y'all already know before we go into the 12 patriarchs, we're gonna go ahead and bring you a scripture, okay? So this scripture, I had my daughter pick a scripture, and I was easy for her, y'all. I just went to Proverbs and say, pick a scripture for me. So she told me she didn't want me to read this long one, so she gave me two and said, read me this one. Nevertheless, it's still long, but we're gonna be obedient, okay? So this is what Zobo, aka Zoe, would like for you all to hear.
Okay.
Maybe the Most High wants you to hear it. I don't know, but listen, Proverbs 2 verses 9, all the way 9. Sorry, 2 to 9, whatever.
Yeah. Which chapter? Proverbs 2nd chapter.
Is it? Yeah, 2nd chapter. Yeah. Girl, I was thinking, are you saying it's the second book?
No.
Be with my head, Father. Be with my head. Ain't no 2nd chapter.
You just throwing out Proverbs 2 to 9. I'm like, what?
Right. You right. Proverbs 2 verses 1 through 9. She told me to read all of it. All right, my son, if you will receive my words and hide my commandments with you, so that you incline your ear unto wisdom and apply your heart to understanding. Okay, Zoe, this is real good.
Yeah.
Yea, if you cry after knowledge and lift up your voice for understanding, if you seek her as silver and search for her as for hid treasures, then you understand the fear of Yahuwah and find the knowledge of Elohim. For Yahuwah gives wisdom, out of his mouth come knowledge and understanding. He lays up the sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. He keeps the path of judgment and guards the way of his Yaqid. Then shall you understand righteousness and judgment and equity, yea, every good path. Zoe.
I say that's right on time.
That's right on time.
Because that's what the 12 patriarchs are doing, calling everybody together. Listen, here's a lesson.
Zoe,
seek these things.
Come on, Miss Young Producer.
Yeah.
Come on, Young Producer. Come on.
Yeah, you get your props, Elbow, on that one.
Right. That was good, baby girl. That was good.
Go let the Ruach lead you, girl.
All right. Well, listen, that was real good. Listen, we can save some more. We got some more for tonight anyway. But listen, you guys, we are, like I said, we're in the book, the Testament of Yahuda. We're reading the 12 patriarchs, and you can get this book on Amazon for $100, $150 if that's what you want to. There's a silver edition that has a lot of this information, and it is right now it's less than $90. Okay, on Amazon, and it's the silver edition. But whatever you do, don't get that blue edition. Okay. Don't you blame that on the Storytime family.
Don't do it.
We didn't have nothing to do with that. We told you straight out, gold or silver. Silver. I already sung it to you last time. Okay? So if you don't hear that song playing as you shopping on Amazon, I never said blue and gold. I never said that. I said silver and gold. Silver and gold.
Real money.
All right. Listen, I'm not sure if we even have a recap because it
I
was
can do a
so
little short one. It was so much, and it's hard to know where we left off, where we began last time. But we know that Yahuda is speaking to his children, and giving them advice, telling them to listen. We know that he has been giving them his backstory, so to speak, so that they can learn from it. And one of the things we talked about on Friday was he was talking about don't love money.
Yes.
I think stay away from the women was the other one. But no, it was because James was making like little comments.
James was. And how he made like our children, like how he made our women into like
harlots, singing harlots or something like that. Yeah. So he's saying stay away from. He's telling his sons stay away from. Don't get taken away with beauty and money, and he said because when you do that, that's what happened to me, and I end up twice in trouble.
Absolutely.
With that Canaanite woman I married
and
that eventually died, and with Tamar. He said, I learned my lesson, so learn from me. Don't do it, and stay away from that drink because it was that liquor. I was drunk when it happened both times. So he's like, just stay away from it. And then he was telling them to listen to Levi.
That's right. You don't want to smoke with Levi.
Then it's me. The priesthood is
spiritual,
first.
Then earth.
Yes, you need to listen to him.
Absolutely.
That's where we are. We're
24. Okay, so listen, that was such a good that was a good recap. That was more than what I expected, to be honest with you, because after the 6th day you got Shabbat, and so and then we have workout, and then we be doing a lot. We be doing the pointer is always to Yahweh though. We do a lot in this assembly. So I want to say we're going to start on 24, or am I too far?
No, I think that's where we are, because we talked about these sea monsters.
Yes, we did. Okay. So if you have the gold book, you are on 475.
Because the singing harlots are 23. So
okay.
I'm 24.
So you're on 475. But if you have that silver book, you on your page. Okay. All right. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Father, have your way. All right. Chapter 24, the Testament of Yahuda or Judah. And be in the room because these are about your people. Okay. Be in the room. And after these things shall a star arise to you from Jacob in Shalom. And a man shall rise from my seed, like the Son of Righteousness, walking with the Son of Men in meekness and righteousness. And no sin shall be found in him. And I remember you talking about this. Because you was like, people say that the Messiah came from Ephraim. And this, And the heavens shall be open unto him to pour out the Ruach, even the blessing of the Holy Father. And he shall pour out the Ruach of grace upon you, and ye shall be unto him sons in truth. And ye shall walk in his commandments first and last. And his is capitalized. That's why I put emphasis on the word his. His commandments first and last. This branch of Elohim Most High, and the fountain giving life unto all, capital F. Then shall the scepter of my kingdom shine forth, and from your root shall arise a stem. And from it shall grow a rod of righteousness to the Gentiles, to judge and to save all that call upon Yahuwah. 25. And after these things shall Abraham and Isaac and Jacob arise unto life, and I and my brethren shall be chiefs of the tribes of Yasharel. Levi first, and I second, Joseph third, Benjamin fourth, Simeon fifth, Issachar sixth, and so all in order.
Wow, that's he's saying in the kingdom to come, who's going? This is not the order they were born in.
Okay.
Just in case you all are wondering, because remember, Yahuda is 4.
Okay.
Levi is 3. He said, but Levi is 1. I'm 2. Who's 3? Joseph is 3rd.
Yep, Joseph is 3rd.
Joseph is 3rd. Benjamin is 4th. And remember, Benjamin is the 12th son. He's the last one to be born.
And Simeon
Joseph
is 5th. Keep Simeon at the end, though.
Simeon is 5th. Issachar is 6, and then the rest go in order.
Wow. Well, I wonder if they're gonna go into why he put. I know I can kind of understand why he has Levi, because he already said Levi is the
Levi
priest.
and Judah.
Yeah, heaven first, earth second.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way I get it. 2. And Yahuwah blessed Levi and the angel of the presence, me, the powers of glory, Simeon, the heaven, Reuben, the earth, Issachar, the sea. So he's telling you why.
Yeah.
Zebulun, the mountains, Joseph, the tabernacle, Benjamin, the luminaries, Dan, Eden, Naphtali, the sun, Gad, the moon, Asher.
Okay, wait. We must have did something wrong.
No, I read it right.
Yeah.
And Yahuwah blessed Levi.
No, because see how I just stopped off at Asher? So the moon Asher. Or maybe it was just the way I was doing it.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
You. Okay.
So it says, and Yahweh bless Levi. Oh.
Yeah, because Dan is Eden, Naphtali the sun, Gad the moon, and then Asher. I read it wrong?
Yes, see. So, and Yahuwah blessed Levi. That's it. Yahuwah blessed Levi. That's why he's first. The angel of the presence, me, semicolon. The powers of glory, Simeon. The heaven, Reuben. The earth, Issachar. The sea, Zebulun. The mountains, Joseph. The tabernacle, Benjamin. The luminaries, Dan. Eden is Naphtali. The sun is Gad. The moon, Asher.
The moon is Asher. Okay.
So it's telling you what they're in charge of.
Oh, okay.
So each tribe got a job.
Each tribe got a job and a function. Wow.
Hey, we with the angels of the presence.
Well, yeah, that makes sense because it was the angels of.
Because we're praised.
And on top of that, when we go to and he gave him a great sign.
Oh yeah.
Goes into Jubilees too.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's the angels of presence.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Because that makes
everybody got a job.
He said it in that thing. He said, and I gave the seed of Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 3. And ye shall be the people of Yahuwah, and have one tongue, and there shall be there no ruach of deceit about Bali Yaol. For he shall be cast into the fire forever.
So this is at the end.
Oh, wow. And they who have died in grief shall arise in joy. And they who were poor for Yahuwah's sake shall be made rich. And they who are put to death for Yahuwah's sake shall awake to life. And the hearts of Jacob shall run in joyfulness, and the eagles of Yasharel shall fly in gladness. And all the peoples shall glorify Yahuwah forever. Beautiful.
That's
beautiful.
something right there.
That's beautiful.
Everybody got a job.
Everybody got to come up too. Mm-hmm. You all coming up.
Yep. Everybody got to come up.
You coming up. Whether you died broke here, you gonna rise rich. Not that we be like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? But whether you died in grief here, you gonna rise in joy there.
Yes.
Real joy.
Yes.
Wow.
No more angel of the sea.
Yeah.
No more them little.
And that's the big
demons,
thing, because our life is filled with deception.
It is. We don't know. Sometimes
our entire
we don't know
life
what to do.
is filled with deception. Far as how we perceive things, we get our information from the news.
They're liars.
Okay. When we're out and about, what you see, you're stuck with images, just straight up deception.
Our history.
Yeah, absolutely. Lies. So to come to a place where you don't even have an ounce of deceit. It's just, oh man, it's beautiful. What a beautiful moment.
And everybody doing their job. Absolutely. Nobody's overstepping. Nobody's jealous. There's
not a bit of distrust. There ain't no colorism. There ain't no nothingness there. Everybody's just doing what they're supposed to be doing. That's what we're supposed to be doing.
And he's taking back everything like this. See, you know how right now we have that Marine Kingdom.
Yep.
No more.
You don't have that? Give me that.
No more. Because remember, creation is being judged too.
Absolutely.
So the things on earth that was acting up, they gone too.
Absolutely.
Go on, tree. Go on over there.
Go on about your business. Go
on into the fiery furnace.
Absolutely. 26. Observe, therefore, my children, all the Torah, capital T, of Yahuwah, for there is hope for all them who hold fast unto his ways. And he said to them, behold, I die before your eyes this day, 119 years old. Let no one bury me in costly apparel, nor tear open my bowels. For this shall they who are kings do, and carry me up to Hebron with you. And Yahuda, when he had said these things, fell asleep, and his sons did according to all whatsoever he commanded them. And they buried him in Hebron with his father.
My granddaddy go.
Yes, he died peacefully though.
He said, do not let them embalm me.
Nope.
Don't put
he
a
said,
knife
and don't put
to
no
body,
richly clothes on me. Don't you do that.
I'm getting buried in a cave.
Right.
Y'all better keep this stuff. I ain't trying to go out all like that. He said, I know that's what they do to kings. I know that's how they honor people, but no, we're not doing that.
Not doing it. Shalom, family. All right, so we just ended our grandfather, Yahuda. So now we're going to go into the testament of Issachar. He's the fifth son of Jacob and Leah. And so we still want you to be in the room because, again, these are all of your ancestors. This is where we come from, this line.
Yes.
All right. And so chapter 1, the copy of the words of Issachar or Yissachar. For he called his sons and said to them, hearken, my children, to Yissachar, your father. Give ear to the words of him who is beloved of Yahuwah. I was born the fifth son to Jacob by the way of hire for the mandrakes. For Reuben, my brothers, brought in mandrakes from the fields, and Rachel met him and took them. And Reuben wept, and at his voice Leah, my mother, came forth. Now these mandrakes were sweet-smelling apples, which were produced in the land of Aram or Haran, below a ravine of water. And Rachel said, I will not give them to thee, but they shall be to me instead of children. For Yahuwah has despised me, and I have not borne children to Jacob. Now there were 2 apples, and Leah said to Rachel, let it suffice thee that thou hast taken my husband. Wilt thou take these also? And Rachel said to her, thou shalt have Jacob this night for the mandrakes of thy son.
Well, wait, what?
It seemed pretty heated up in
apples. There. Okay, so
we see apples, but they talking about men and babies. And
stuff. So Issachar has some apples. Wait, who had the apples? Reuben had the apples. Rachel took the apples from him, saying, no, because I don't have no children and your mama do. It's like, but them, I was giving them to my mama. And then here comes
Rachel.
No, Rachel took them.
I mean, Leah. Yeah, Leah
says, wait. And Leah says to her, let it suffice thee that thou hast taken my husband. Oh, will thou take these also?
Yeah, Rachel.
So Leah stepped to Rachel and said, you already took my husband. What, you gonna take my apples too? So Leah knows Jacob is because it's only supposed to be one. It's only supposed to be one. He said, you took my husband, you're gonna steal my apples from my child. Like, right. That's my son. He went and got me those apples and you gonna take them. And then she says, thou shalt have Jacob this night for the mandrakes of thy son. She's saying, if you give me the apples or the mandrakes, you can have Jacob tonight. Making a whole deal for him.
Listen, these apples gotta be something.
I'm like, what kind of apples is these?
They're the size of grapefruits or something. They taste like.
Are they that good?
They gotta be. They gotta be, and that's all I'm gonna say right there. Them some bomb apples. I tell you that. Wow, it's cutting up. It's got almost like Jerry Springer vibes up in here. And you know they some Hebrew people, so
Okay.
they was ready to throw down. All right, 9. And Leah said to her, you want me to say Leah or Leah? What's her name?
I say Leah. You can say Leah. Okay. Don't matter.
I say Leah too, but I thought you said Leah.
Oh,
all right.
Maybe I did. I don't know.
And Leah said to her, Jacob is mine. The boy is mine. The boy is mine. The boy is mine. The boy is mine. Okay. I'm sorry. That was a.
You know what you were
okay.
saying.
And Leah said to her, Jacob is mine, for I am the wife of his youth. I thought it was some clapping.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think it was. I was first.
Okay. This is, man, come on. But Rachel said, boast not, and vaunt not thyself, for he espoused me before thee. And for my sake, he served our father 14 years. Ooh, where's she gonna throw him in the face? You didn't have.
She
listen,
did. She
Rachel,
threw it
you
right
didn't have
back.
to throw it in her face like that. Ma'am,
excuse me, before you get too crazy.
You only with him
me
because he had to work for me for 14 years. Oh yeah,
because Daddy tricked him. That's why he would chip.
Now, why you have to slap her like that? You did not. Okay, this is the fight that's gonna like, girl. No, that was a bit much. Okay, that was a bit much. You could have just said something
that
other than that.
Much. That was. Let me see if she's gonna have a clap back because I got one for her.
Man, I mean, I just want to know. All right. So she said that, right?
Yeah, Rachel said that.
And had not craft increased on the earth. Oh, she's still talking. And had not craft increased on the earth, and the wickedness of men prospered, thou wouldst not now see the face of Jacob.
She said it best. She said, if our daddy wasn't so evil, you wouldn't even be his wife. So I need you to step back.
Okay. Listen, pettiness is it's in our blood. It's in the DNA. Okay. Okay. Where the Vaseline at? That's what I feel like was being rubbed right now. All right, 12. For thou art not his wife, but in craft work taken to him in my stead. And my father deceived me and removed me on that night, and did not suffer Jacob to see me. For had I been there, this had not happened to him. Nevertheless, for the mandrakes, I am hiring Jacob to thee for one night. And Jacob knew Leah, and she conceived and bare me on the account of the hire I was called Issachar. Oh, that's how he got here. Basically. He talking about how his grand interest happened.
Yeah, he said that's how I got here.
Petty RS. Over the apples.
I want to see these. I want to taste these apples.
She straight up pulled a Brandy and Monica. Excuse me. Do you know Jacob? Yeah, I know Jacob. Well, I just want to tell you, he's mine. No, he's mine. You need to give it up. Hand up, out enough. They pulled it. They pulled a straight up Brandy and Monica before Brandy and Monica was here.
Came for the petty. See, if I was Grandma Lee, I would have said, yeah, but he kept me, didn't he?
Oh,
must have liked something. Who got the children?
Oh, petty. Woo!
But I ain't,
Woo!
Don't come for me unless I send for you.
Oh, well, listen. She all the way came, and then listen. Turn back to the sender, okay? We're gonna get into this.
But remember, it was talking about when Leah passed that Leah don't think like that. Remember?
Oh yes.
It was saying how she was.
Yeah.
She was with Yahuda following rules. She not gonna get into no petty argument, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me see. No need to fight. Can't we all get along? I mean, listen.
Not with the same husband, nah.
Yeah, absolutely not.
And one having kids and you ain't?
Yeah, we ain't getting along. Give me these apples and shut up. All right, chapter 2. Then appeared to Jacob an angel of Yahuwah, saying, 2 children shall Rachel bear, inasmuch as she has refused company with her husband, and has chosen continency. I don't know, but this word is CONTINENCY. You're welcome. Okay.
It sounds like he's saying Rachel chose to not go in unto Jacob, not be with him.
Somebody break that word down for me.
Yeah, we need to know what that means.
Because I feel like that's strife, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, because she says, inasmuch as she hath refused company with her husband. So sometimes he wanted to go to her and she was like, no.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's probably why she ain't got no children or whatever. I don't know. I need to know what that word means too. Yeah.
Me too. Listen.
Anybody out there got it?
Oh, you got your phone. Let me see that. Contentment? No. Content. Let me see. CONTINENCY. Contingency. I don't know how to say it. Listen, this is a learning platform, okay? The ability to retain a bodily discharge.
Voluntarily. Self-respect. Refraining from
Continency?
sexual. No, this is what she means. They mean a refraining from sexual intercourse.
Oh.
So basically, you was turning him down. You complained about not having kids, but when Jacob wanted to go to you, you said no.
Oh, that's why you. Okay, so this is why he says contentment, and she chose contentment.
Yeah, he's saying Rachel did that. Like he told Jacob, "You're gonna have 2 children from Rachel, even though she's the one choosing to turn you away." And maybe she had a thing because you've been with my sister. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
You complain about, well, then why do you complain about not having no kids? Oh, I think maybe she wanted Jacob to not touch Leah at all. Maybe that's it. And so she was just like, no.
Man, what man gonna do that?
No.
Man. I mean,
maybe that might have been it.
But she's always kind of had that kind of
that vibe.
Yeah. Because you said, well, we're going to take the idols, like how she was the one to take the idols and stuff like that and hide them and act like she was on her,
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to, thank you for that help, Brother Craig. All right. 2. And had not Leah, my mother, paid the 2 apples for the sake of his company, she would have borne 8 sons. For this reason she bare 6. And Rachel bare the 2, for on account of the mandrakes Yahuda visited her. For he knew that for the sake of children she wished to company with Jacob, and not for the lust of pleasure.
Oh, she didn't really want him.
No. She didn't want, like, it sounds like he knew that she wanted to say, she really wanted to have children. It wasn't just like, she wanted something to, like a lineage.
Yes.
It wasn't a lust thing, like, oh, I want to get with you tonight. It wasn't like that.
Okay, yeah.
Let me see. Linda goes on to say, remember, she was angry with Jacob for not giving her a child. Double-minded, ego, 2 children, 2 minds. Oh, that's something to think about. All right.
Verse
4. For on the morrow also she again gave up Jacob. Because of the mandrakes, therefore, Yahuwah hearkened to Rachel. For though she desired them, she ate them not, but offered them in the house of Yahuwah, presenting them to the priest of the Most High, who was at that time.
I want to know what something is up with these apples. Something is we missing.
But you know what? It could be kind of like, how something that we want, but then we're going to be like, you know what, Father, instead of me taking it, it's an offering. She just made an offering to the Most High. She could have kept it because she really wanted it, but also she wanted children too. So it was
she gave the mandrakes to Yahuwah. So for the 2 mandrakes,
he blessed her with the 2 babies.
Even though she was the one
that
didn't want Jacob.
Yeah, but I don't know, because it sounds like weird. She wanted to give Jacob a lineage.
She wanted to give him children, but she didn't want to. But maybe like I said, maybe she's just still like a little angry with how everything went down, and she has a right to be.
Absolutely.
If it went down, I mean, not if it did go down like that. Her dad did do that, but I think she thought Jacob was going like just straight diss Leah, and he didn't.
No, he
and so didn't. I think she might be a little upset about that.
Very much. James, listen, the point of the apples, I'm not sure. It's not going to be whether or not they're nutritional. Just wanted to point that out. I'll see you on Friday, sir. 3. When therefore I grew up, my children, I walked in uprightness of heart, and I became a husbandman for my father and my brethren, and I brought in fruits from the field according to their season.
So he was a farmer.
Okay, because I was like, "What's that?" But it's also,
like
and it's also amazing that he's the one that's bringing in fruits, seeing that his mother offered the fruits for his coming.
For him, yeah.
Wait, it was only 2, Dwayne. It wasn't a bunch. It wasn't too many. It was just 2 apples. They probably was the size of a.
And Issachar is the earth.
Girl, I like how you put that together. Y'all heard that?
Come on, Ruah.
She said, "Let me go back and see what his
what
job
he in charge of."
And then they had him as a farmer. Mm-hmm. And what is he doing? Bringing in fruits. Come on, that's some good stuff. And my father blessed me, for he saw that I walked in rectitude before him. And I was not a busybody in my doings, nor envious or malicious against my neighbor. I never slandered anyone, nor did I censure the life of any man, walking as I did in singleness of eye.
So he took after his mom, Leah. Remember, she wasn't, but Jacob didn't realize that until later
on when she died. Yeah,
until later. Yeah, she really was the best one for me.
Mm-hmm. Therefore, when I was 35, come on, 35. Oh, no, I'm 36. Okay, therefore, when I was 35 years old, I took to myself a wife, for my labor wore away my strength, and I never thought upon pleasure with woman, but owing to my toil, sleep overcame me. And my father always rejoiced in my rectitude, because I offered through the priest to Yahuwah all first fruits. Then to my father also, and Yahweh increased 10,000-fold his benefits in my hands. And also Jacob my father knew that Elohim aided my singleness. For on all the poor and oppressed I bestowed the good things of the earth in the singleness of my heart.
Earth, and I brought fruits.
Yep. Not the blemish.
Which makes you look at Cain and Abel a whole new way. Like, Cain didn't bring the first fruits.
No.
He just give you what's up.
Just out of tradition,
heart condition,
right?
wrong, everything wrong.
Yeah. Oh, it's that day we gotta do it. Oh, okay. Let me go find something.
Yeah, let's just grab some fruit.
Just so I can say I did.
No obedience. Just get some fruit. Come on, let's go. Offer it.
Okay.
Heart condition, crazy.
4. And now hearken to me, my children. The single-minded man coveteth not gold. He overracketh not his neighbor. He longeth not after manifold dainties. Ladies, what is that?
I think this means like the you know how when you I think it's like when you rich, like you go after, the certain kind of food and a certain kind of way of life. You don't want to work. It is something good to eat. So it is just food. Yeah. He said, I could eat some fruit. I can kick back.
Yeah, so he longeth not after the manifold deities or like really good delicacies, foods. Mm-hmm. He delighteth not in varied apparel. So he didn't really care about the outer appearance too much.
Yes. He probably learned that lesson from his uncle Yahuda, who just said, "Don't go bury me in no costly apparel." That's just for right now. Like
he said he wasn't tripping, and that's good. He ain't tripping about the outer stuff. He really is paying attention to the inward part, things that man cannot see. Yes, and that's a lot that we can be doing to pay attention more for our inward part. Things that people can't see.
Instead of worrying about the bling bling, so everybody can see the car you drive, instead of chasing status symbols.
Still uses gas like every other car.
It gets you to the same place, same freeway you got to drive on. You ain't got no special road.
Verse 3. He doeth not desire to live a long life, but only waiteth for the will of Elohim. And the ruach of deceit have no power against him, for he looketh not on the beauty of women, lest he should pollute his mind with corruption. There is no envy in his thoughts, nor malicious person maketh his soul to pine away, nor worry with insatiable desire in his mind. For he walketh in singleness of soul, and beholdeth all things in uprightness of heart, shunning eyes made evil through the error of the world, lest he should see the perversion of any of the commandments of Yahuwah.
Because remember, I think one of the patriarchs was saying, do your job, do your work, go home, go to sleep, wait till Yahuwah sends you your wife.
Absolutely.
Stop going around chasing, hanging at the club.
I think that was Benjamin. Oh, maybe that was
going in order.
Was that Levi?
It probably was Reuben or
Reuben.
It might have been Reuben because remember Reuben was
yeah, it was Reuben. It was Reuben. Oh, that's a hitch. All right, 5. Keep therefore, my children, the Torah of Elohim, and get singleness, and walk in guilelessness, not playing the busybody with the business of your neighbors. Don't be telling and running people business. It ain't yours.
Go home.
But love Yahuwah and your neighbor. Have compassion on the poor and the weak. Bow down your back unto husbandry, and toil in the labors in all manners of husbandry, offering gifts to Yahuwah with thanksgiving. For with the first fruits of the earth will Yahuwah bless you, even as he blessed all the saints from Habel, even until now. Is that Abel? No, he wasn't even there yet. Habel.
Yeah, Abel was. He said, even as he blessed all the saints from Abel until now. Remember, Cain killed Abel. So because Abel was walking in singleness of mind, he brought the right offering before Yahuwah.
I didn't even know he had died.
Well, remember Cain and Abel was from Adam and Hua.
Duh.
Remember they didn't bury the Graham was like, no.
Duh. All right. Listen, we learned together. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. You're right.
He said he was Abel used to just do his job.
He did. And he was.
And Cain was just jealous because Cain had other things in mind.
Sure did. For no other portion is given to you than of the fatness of the earth, whose fruits are raised by toils. For our father Jacob blessed me with the blessings of the earth and of first fruits. And Levi and them an inheritance, and to Levi he gave the priesthood, and to Yahuda the kingdom. And do ye therefore obey them, and walk in the singleness of your fathers. For unto Gad hath it been given to destroy the troops that are coming upon Yasharel.
He said it's Gad's job to fight. That's one of his things, is to fight. But it's interesting, like I'm reading this and I'm thinking, probably it might just be just because it's November. Why do we want to celebrate Thanksgiving when we could do first fruits? I mean, I don't understand why we taste the pagan side of things instead of the Yahuwah side of things. I don't understand why the quote-unquote church is so against doing everything Yahuwah's way and in his timing, and you got to chase after idols and go do Thanksgiving, even though Thanksgiving has nothing to do with nothing. I don't understand like how. I don't know.
Listen.
Are we that blind?
We are. You remember, listen, I remember when I was, baby, please. I was blind, okay? I was blind. When it came to Thanksgiving, I've never even questioned, where's that in scripture? Where do we see that? They just preach on gratitude, thankfulness, but it was never scripture. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because I say, we thankful every day, but today
we're even more.
It was never even really. You never focused on Yahuwah.
No.
Like I know at the LBBC, we went to church that morning at 9:30. I used to hate getting up. We went from 9:30 to 10:30, 1 hour. We drove all the way. We drove all the way out here for 1 hour.
Listen,
And then after that, nobody even thought of Yahuda. That's what I'm saying. Like now, when we celebrate the feast days, the feast of we think about him.
Yeah.
We never
everything
even thought
is geared
about
towards
him.
him, though. But then everything is geared towards man in a sense. And plus, they're not looking to chase the things of Yahuwah. Because if they were looking to chase the things of Yahuwah, first off, they'll be preaching the 10 Commandments.
Yes.
The 10 Commandments will be touched on every Sunday, okay? Every whatever. They're not looking for righteousness for those that know the truth. You know, because it's a lot of us that was just stuck there until Yah opened our eyes and gave us sight, you know.
Yeah.
But no, this is the world of darkness. This is the kingdom of darkness where we are. It's ruled by Hasatan.
And they used to just pull out them scriptures and anything that said thanks. But I can read that in 3 months, and it'll mean that, like, I was.
It's not for us.
Yeah,
it's not.
I think some of my I won't say problem, but some of my thing was I started to notice all this stuff while I'm still in it, and I'd be like sitting up in there like, why am I here? Why did I get up this morning? This
because
has
you
nothing
needed
to
to
do
see
with
it.
nothing. This has absolutely nothing. I want to stop doing this. I used to seriously. I used to sit there for the last few years and go, why did we drive all the way out here?
That's the moment of you coming to yourself, right? And having that, like, oh, okay, this is not working no more. This not that disconnection, right?
Yeah.
That's when the cord, that plug, somebody took that plug out and just unplugged you, and you like, wait, this ain't it. This ain't it. Wait, I'm missing service. My service is getting disrupted. Yeah. I'm not following you no more.
I don't want to be here.
I'm starting to see that what you're doing is not matching up with what I read. You know, that, and everybody have that coming to themselves moment, you know, and a lot of us, you know, even, I mean, folks, say what you want, but even with this Kanye and, you know, Kyrie stuff, a lot of people, even if it ain't themselves, first off, y'all is using all of that. But a lot of people that are in church like, well, let me read that book then. Why everybody tripping?
Yeah.
That's a coming to themselves moment. Well, what's the point?
Yeah.
If it's doing all that, let me go and get that book. Let me go and watch this. Let me go check this out. They're getting put on a path that they've never been on.
Yes.
And everybody have that moment. It just looks different. It's at different times. But honestly, that was such a sweet moment.
Yeah.
I remember that moment when I'm like looking at the smoke screens and there's like, come on, look at the glory. And I'm like, that's the smoke screen, sir. That's the smoke from the smoke machine. Yeah. That's not the glory of Yah. Not being plugged up, it ain't. And not with these blue and red fluorescent color, it ain't. I'll never forget. I was like, we out. I'm out of here.
Yeah, it was
just
weird the last few years I was in church because I really was disconnected. I was really like, why? So okay, man, I'm here to like, you know, I thought, yeah, Mom, because I was, you know, I'm a teacher. So I'm here to teach people stuff, but then they didn't appreciate that more. The more and more I told the truth and showed it in scripture, the more and more I was hated. And I'm thinking, aren't you supposed to be happy?
Yeah, no. Not when you're in darkness. And it's not a bad thing. It's just like we inherited lies. Like we really received them. We took them as our own. We guarded those instead of like, you know, we didn't know what truth was. We guarded what we thought was truth.
Yeah.
And so anything somebody was challenging, we was like, what? What you say? We ready to fight, you know?
I've been doing this.
Yeah. It was like, and especially for people who had nothing.
Yeah.
How dare you come and challenge the very thing that my great-great-grandmother passed on to us?
Yes.
You know? And so I get it. I get it. And she said, your name was Mud.
Who's a little
The dark cannot comprehend the light. Absolutely. And it's not like I think in moments, y'all, it's not like they don't want, it's like they literally cannot understand it.
Yeah, like
because it's Yah who gives you understanding, though.
Yeah.
It's He that opens your mind to truth.
And you have to want it.
And
you really do have to seek it.
So that's why they're like, there's a resistance there because their flesh is like, I don't want this. I don't even want to see it. You know, especially if you're blind. you know how to move around
in the darkness.
In the darkness.
You don't know what to do with the light.
It's
it hurts
unfamiliar.
Your eyes. It hurts your eyes. Like,
It's unfamiliar. Like when people get surgery after being blind, they have to get accustomed to the light. They just don't take it off and like, oh, I can see.
Right.
They have to get accustomed and learn how to bring everything from sounds to just everything,
and
colors, and
yeah,
they have to get adjusted to the smallest things,
just like a little baby,
just like a little. Absolutely. So we, being the light, have to give opportunities for those that have been in darkness or trying to get adjusted to the light. Give them space to do it. It may take them months, it may take them years.
Yeah.
But we still got to give them that space, because we was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Whoo, that's bright. That's been bright like that the whole time?
Right.
That light been shining that bright the whole time. The whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, it was? Okay. Listen. Okay. I need shade. We was asking for shade, okay? Listen, it's all right. Now, that was some good talking. Now, where we at?
See, what happened was we around here, because here
she said we around.
We on 5 and 5.
Okay. For no other portion,
yeah, because remember we just did Abel.
No, it ain't. We on 6.
He blessed.
Chapter 6. Because remember Gad.
Oh yeah, Gad was the troops. Yeah.
Yep. Know ye therefore, my children, that in the last time your capital Y, okay, your your sons will forsake singleness and will cleave unto insatiable desire, and leaving guilelessness will draw near to malice, and forsaking the commandments of Yahuwah, they will cleave unto Belial. How you say his name?
I just always say Baal.
Thank you. Baal. And leaving husbandry, they will follow after their own wicked devices, and they shall be dispersed among the Gentiles, and shall serve their enemies. And do ye therefore give commands to your children, that if they sin, they may the more quickly return to Yahuwah. For he is merciful and will deliver them, even to bring them back into their land.
It's. I mean, I guess
he said your son.
So you already know everybody, and mostly all of them said this. Y'all gonna mess up.
Yeah.
But you can come back.
Yes.
You're gonna mess up. You're gonna be dispersed. You're gonna find yourself serving your enemy, but you're gonna come back. You're gonna realize, and you're gonna come back.
You're gonna come back. Let's hit up this good old comment section. All right, Rangi goes on to say, first off, Auntie Linda said, good analogy. Come on with the good. Rangi goes on to say, that's right. I too had to adjust to everything in the light, and I absolutely love it. Still learning every day, and I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. She loving it. All right. Listen, me too. I'm with you too. 7. Behold, therefore, as ye see, I am 126 years old, and am not conscious of committing any sin. Except my wife, I have not known any woman. I never committed fornication by the uplifting of my eyes. I drank not wine, to be led astray thereby. I coveted not any desirable thing that was my neighbor's. Guile arise not in my heart. A lie passes not through my lips. If any man were in distress, I joined my sides with his. And I shared my bread with the poor. I wrought godliness, all my days I kept truth. I loved Yahuwah. Likewise, also every man with all my heart. So do ye also these things, my children. And every ruach of Baal shall flee from you, and no deed of wicked men shall rule over you. And every wild beast shall ye subdue, since ye have with you the Elohim of heaven and earth, and walk with men in singleness of heart. And with these things he commanded his sons that they should carry him up to Hebron and bury him there in the cave with his fathers. And he stretched out his feet and died. the fifth son of Jacob, at a good old age, with every limb sound, and with strength unabated, he slept the eternal sleep.
So he said he had all his strength. He wasn't sick.
Wasn't sick
nothing
at all.
wrong with him. He said, I listened to my forefathers.
Sure did.
I listened to my brothers. I learned from them. We're not doing this.
That's kind of the blessing when you're not the, listen, it's a blessing when you're born anyway. But when you are kind of like, when you have older siblings.
Yeah, and you can look
You can kind of look and kind of be like, oh, I want to do that. I definitely want to take that. Oh, I don't want to take that from you. Unless you're just one of them hard-headed people that would be like, girl, you did it wrong. You didn't know how to do it wrong.
And when your brothers are telling you, don't do this, I did it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. And you listen. Okay. All right, bro.
Right. Listen.
I got you. I'm going to just do my job. Wait for Yahuda to send me my wife.
What you ain't got to do is tell me twice. Okay? Tell me your story and I'll be like.
Because I see what y'all going through. I'm not trying to go there.
I am not trying to go there. Well, listen, that was the end of Issachar, the fifth son of Jacob and Leah, and we finished Judah. And I hope you guys are really, really listening to our ancestors and their voice and their warnings and their, just trying to direct us as a people, even from this book, even to today. Their voice is still trying to lead us to the path of righteousness.
Because they could have kept all this to themselves.
And on top of that, you couldn't have not. You really just didn't have to be on story time and to hear this. So thank you for your heart posture and not listening to two women talk, but listening to Yah's commandment going forth.
To his word.
To his word. Yeah. Absolutely. Ooh, this is good. And who do we have next? Ooh, Zebulun. I like calling his name Zebulon. Zebby for short, Zebby Zeb.
Zeb. Uncle Zeb.
Uncle Z. What's up?
Yeah,
Uncle Z.
Like that.
You know what I'm saying? Uncle Z. So we gonna join. So Uncle Z gonna tell us what's up tomorrow, and then actually we may have, and then we're gonna have Uncle Dan tell us. Because they're short testaments.
Yeah, but you don't know what's in there, so don't promise.
I'm not promising. We may have Uncle Dan telling us something.
Yeah.
We might, but Uncle Z Zebulun
is next.
He's next. So who got next? Who wants some? I want all. All right, I want it all. Nothing new under the sun. Cousin Dwayne goes on to say,
it's not. It's really not.
Yes, Rangi says, man, time is flying. That felt like 10 minutes.
It do be flying.
It do.
I be like, we done already?
I'm looking at my clock and I'm like, 6:56. What? I can't wait for my book to arrive. Hey, come on, girl. We're going to be in this book for a while, too. Get you a book. That's what I'm talking about. You need your physical books.
Yes. Please get you some books. Don't play with
this technology when they try to shut everything down. You need your physical books.
Yeah.
Melanie goes on to say, thank you again. Such an inspirational and enjoyable history.
You try to talk like Melanie.
Yeah, I felt like she would have said that. Yeah. An enjoyable history lesson. I just love it. And then she hits us with the book and the smile. Auntie Cammie hit us with the... Yeah, she probably didn't shake her head though. Auntie Cammie don't do that.
Yeah,
but she definitely clapped. She probably did this with a smile. Aman, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. All right, y'all. So we'll see you tomorrow, same time. We may be a little late because internet like to play, but nevertheless, we're gonna be here.
Much.
That's what they ain't gonna stop us doing. We're gonna be here because we understand the assignment. Okay. Assignment understood. All right. Exclamation mark. Shalom.
Shalom.
Oh, I got it. I got a little comfortable.
Right?
Shalom. Shalom. We love you too, girl.